What's up? Welcome to Blockchain Tech and Finance News. If you are on the YouTube side, please do subscribe, smash the bell notifications. I kind of want to do, I'll just stick it to this, right? Blockchain Tech and Finance News. Smash the subscribe button. We're live weekdays to start reading the news at 7:30 a.m. EDT time and Saturday, 11:30 a.m. EDT time. But I'm here a little past 7 a.m. Typically, these streams will start at 7 a.m. We'll chill, chat, get the news ready, get the stream ready, share it out. I'll leave some space to chat here between this time and when we're live going reading the news time. So for now, I'm going to leave the chat up for a little bit while I share the stream out. I can see your chats in there. All right. So I do have a slew of news today, and then I'll kind of be like on Twitter Spaces, doing spaces, in spaces, networking, things like that. Let's see. Where's the stream? There's the stream. All right. It's there. Copy the link. Open up the stream. Audio's working. I'm going to put this in the Discord sides. And again, we got about 15 minutes. So do 15 minutes of just hanging out, chilling, just chatting for a little bit, and then go into reading the news. Whatever time it is, your time. It is just after 7 a.m. EDT this time. We're going to start with the market watch. What's the Dow doing? What's the Forex doing? What's the futures? What's the Asia, Europe markets doing? What is crypto doing? All right. Time for this stuff. All right. So yeah, Blockchain Tech and Finance News, sharing it out on the Discord servers. So jump in, watch, have your comments and chat featured on the live stream video. So I will be opening up chat overlays as need be, right there, for example. And we'll see chats there. Like, for example, I think mine would show up. Good morning. Right. Yeah, there goes. Good morning. There's the host. All right. So I'll leave that chat up for a bit. And if I see your comments and it's nice, cool comment, something you got input in, something you think is important in the news, go ahead and leave it in there. Throw it in there in the chat. And I'm just going to share this out to different groups. All right. Other groups can we go into? About 10 minutes. 10 minutes or prior. Whenever I'm done sharing these things up. But yeah, if you're watching, if you're on the Twitter side, give a retweet. Retweet out this live stream. Give a comment on it. Tag some friends in the comments while I'm sharing this in the Discords. I heard some news recently also about Radio Shack. If anyone knows, Radio Shack is doing something with they've been doing something with crypto and tokens for a bit, but they are actually they're doing some sort of NFT, I think, NFT drop, something like that. All right. I don't see a chat. Maybe I can put a chat in here. All right, roll self promo. Just making the rounds. We get about 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes here. As I said, if you're jumping in, I'll be chilling, so we don't have dead air. Got some lo-fi music playing. Yeah, but otherwise, so we don't have like dead air here. And I said they're still working on things. I was hoping they would get back. Let's do this. All right. Off topics. Can I post this in off topics? Again. What's up? All right. Now, where else? What else can I share? Tron Twitter? Nah. Should I put things in Tron? We can talk about Tron. We'll talk about Tron blockchain when the news comes up for Tron blockchain. Let's see. Got Tron blockchain. I'm gonna share the stream in Tron blockchain servers if that allows for it. That's Tron DAO. Tron. Starting to rain outside. Oh yeah, they made the Tron blockchain made the live stream channels because I used to do this used to be called Tron News Live. Actually, it was Tron News Live is what I would used to call this, and how it became blockchain tech and finance news to just be all encompassing of the news in general of blockchain. And Tron. channel was so small and niche, it was made sense more to just kind of branch out. All right, let's keep going. Response to share streams in Magic Eden. I should just do Twitter, follow Twitter. Sometimes those channels have like, follow me, I'll follow you. For these sorts of things. Let's see. Morales? Anything from Morales? Timetable. Looking again, I've got the chat up so you can jump in the chat, say what's up, crawl out of the woodworks, don't be shy, say something, say what kind of news you've been following today. Again, I'll keep saying this in between when I start my streams, is that this is chat time. This is just kind of light communication time going in for the 7:30 time, because typically live news reading begins at 7:30. It's now 7:20, so we've got about 10 minutes. So it gives us time to chat, reflect, get comments featured, talk together. Let us know how let each other, whoever's watching, let each other know how your day's going, and have it featured up here. And it gives us this time to then start reading the news, and maybe if your news is important enough during this open time, network time, it'll be featured. We'll read about it, drop some other news, and read about what news you put forth. Like that. Let's see. Nothing much in Morales. I know OpenSea, we can share the stream in OpenSea. Probably even like I was saying, Twitter follow groups. So if you have Discords, if you have Twitter groups, definitely share the stream in there. It can help get things out, moving and grooving. All right, and I'll go over to Rarity. If I can hear that rain, sounds kind of nice right now. Hopefully it'll lighten up. All right. Almost there, sharing. We're at 7:23. I'm just giving this time open networking time. Like I said, I'll just be continuously talking here, filling air, no dead space. I was reading like certain things on articles, because sometimes I would sit here and be quiet. So definitely not trying to leave dead air space. Also, during the days on Twitter, I host Twitter Spaces for art networking. All right. Looking for the Twitters. Project Talk. Here's some Project Talk, blockchain tech and finance news. Let's go. I'm not going to put it there. No, let me put it here. Nope. All right, moving on. Moving on. Other projects. Oh, cool. Bored Ape Yacht Club. Other projects. Let's put it in here. NFT verse. Chill Zone. Let's put it in that. Let's put the stream in Chill Zone. Show the stream out there. My point is basically, as we network this stream to grow larger and larger. Let me check my audio, because I know the rain's kind of heavy here. Let's see, checking the old audio. No, that seems fine. Yeah, that seems fine for audio. Cool. All right. Now that is done. We got 5 minutes before I'm going to go continue on to live news streaming. So this time I've got chat overlay, so you can jump your chats up in here. You can see your chats. New comments will display right here in the stream while we're getting going with the news. So you can obviously jump your comments in there. Hopefully it's not trash. Say something confident. Say something cool like that, and I'll feature them up on the stream. But for now, I'm just sharing social self promos. What is this? That's the Dr. Disrespect Midnight Society. He's got a thing going on with a project. I think he's building. They've got a whole gaming studio, building a game out. Let's see what else is in here. Can we do the projects? Here we go. Other projects and what is this? Logan Paul. Logan Paul does NFT artwork, photography. From my understanding, that's what it is. NFT photography. So it looks like there's other projects sharing in there. He's got a channel open up. That's cool. Let's see what else we got here. Show market. All right. So what I'm doing right now is basically talking, but talk with me, chat with me, let me know what's up, and jump into the stream. And chat. Let's chat. I'm not trying to create dead air space, but I will keep talking to fill the air. Again, I'm waiting for people to jump from the stream here. We're waiting to read the news in about 4 minutes. So I'll be bringing up, starting with the markets. Where are we at in the markets? Let's see here. Pounds, liquidity, whales. I'm trying not to sound like I'm saying random things, but I'm just going through the. What I'm doing is I'm going through. I should probably keep my face up here. Can my chair go up anymore? Technically, it'd be like daylight outside, out that window. But some part of me really needs to adjust my camera a little bit, also. Maybe to like here. I'm gonna move it up. So right there. It's a good place for this. Seems better. Maybe drop it down so you don't see all my cord things under those backpacks and stuff under that chair there. Let's bring this back up a bit. Is that what I can do? Let me rotate it up. There. There, that's a little. That's up. A little bit further. Alright, back to where it was. Does it seem about good? Maybe a little more. Maybe rest. Now when I open the speaker up. Alright. This sounds better. This seems better. That way my face isn't down here. Adjusting the camera up a little bit. On that end. Again, I'm just going to share this out. We've got, 1 minute. We're going to start reading the news here in 1 minute's time. Let's see, last minute channels to jump these things in. Let's put them in the alpha groups, right? Actually, no, I'll leave alpha groups for grabbing alpha. Collab 7:30 a.m. time. Let's go into the news here. Let's go. It's news time, go time, show time, bro time, sis time. All that cool stuff. I'll throw it into Milm. Actually, I'll do the at here in the Milm. So Milm's a Milm NFT is a NFT project I'm helping on. All right. Well, it's really raining out. We're to keep the stream going though. Unless I lose power, is what it is. I'll bring the stream back. Wow, it's really raining out. All right. You can see the storm out the window. Let's go right into it. I'll speak a little louder here. I'll turn some compression down. Keep my face in the mic. Bring this up a little tad bit more. All right, this should be all right. Hopefully, I'm not clipping out the audio. So we're gonna start with, let's go, 7:30 a.m. time. It's blockchain tech and finance news. Smash the subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications right here. Also, you can check me out, KinSAMURAI on OpenSea Foundation, if you want to check out my NFT artwork. TikTok KinToshi GG, Instagram KinToshi GG, and on Twitch KinToshi GG. Otherwise, let's get right on into it. Put the overlay. Let's go. So, we're going to start with the US markets. Let's see. I just want to double check. Yeah, here we go. All right, we've got the Dow down 1.70%. The S&P 500 down 1.71%. The Nasdaq down 0.79%. The global down 0.19%. Gold down 0.18%. Oil up 1.01%. On the Europe market, we have the FTSE 100 down 0.36%. The DAX down 0.87%. The CAC 400 down 0.9%. FTSE MIB down 0.2%. The IBEX 35 down 0.5%. The stock 600, STOXX 600 down 1%. In the Asia markets, got the Asia down 0.69%. The Nikkei 225 down 0.58%. Hang Seng down 1.61%. Shanghai down 0.27%. Sensex down 0.57%. And Singapore down up 0.04%. On the FX, we got the euro. So we got the the forex markets up 0.22%. Yen down 0.93%. We've got some news about the yen today. Actually, maybe it weighs in on about this. The pound down 0.12%. Australia dollar down 0.06%. The DXY index up 0.38%, and the WSJ IDX down 0.12%. On the rates market, we have the US 10-year up 0.0276 expectant. Germany 10-year up 0.01. Italy 10-year down 0.045. Spain 10-year down 0.01. The UK 10-year up 0.114. And the Japan 10-year down 0.0163. On the futures market, the GGIAF down 0.06%. The S&P F down 0.18%. The Nasdaq F, so the Nasdaq futures market, down 0.35%. Gold down 0.11%. Silver up 0.28%. And crude oil expecting up 0.93%. On the crypto markets, let's go crypto markets. We got Bitcoin, poke, do something, $19,098, up 0.95%. Cool. Ethereum down 0.16% at $1,292. XRP USD at 43 cents, up 6.03%. So if you got XRP USD, yeah, congratulations on your gains today. Bitcoin Cash up 1.5% at $115, and Litecoin USD $52, down 0.21%, and Monero up 0.9% at $139.73. So those are the markets here. Let's put this first piece of news. The first piece of news I have is in the BBC for technology. Again, we usually typically go, oh wait, this is dropped out. All right. You know what? I bet I can find the history here. I will find the history here. I had it up on the BBC. Actually, you know what? The BBC News always like cuts off. Actually, so why did I move that to the top? Oh wait. Huh. Well, I think this might be it right here. Nope. If I start typing it. Apple iPhones, Twitch news. Here we go. This is it right here. All right. First piece of news. I had a piece of the hyperlink. Missed out. First piece of news here we've got from the BBC News, and it's technology news. So typically I do blockchain news, crypto news, NFT news, then tech news, then finance news, and we close out the stream. Right now, I'm just jumping up. This is considered tech news because I find it important because I'm a Twitch streamer. We're streaming this on Twitch, and it's good to know. So, Twitch announces slots in roulette. Take this ad out. Twitch announces slots in roulette gambling bans from Tom Gherkin, writer for the BBC and technology team. So on Twitch has announced a partial gambling ban targeting slots, roulette, and dice games. I gotta keep this stream up on chat side here. All right. Make sure my audio is working before I actually read the stream. Again, if you're in the chat with me. Let me know in the chats. I can see you on the stream there. All right, cool. That's going. So, Twitch has announced a partial gambling ban targeting slots, roulette, and dice games. The Amazon-owned live streaming platform will bar videos of gambling sites not licensed in the U.S. or other jurisdictions that provide sufficient consumer protection. The ban includes cryptocurrency gambling sites such as Stake.com, based on the Caribbean island of Curacao. So you can, launch a gambling site, but if you register it in certain places, it might not be deemed as acceptable in the United States for licensing for gambling websites, and then hence such it will be taken off of Twitch. Example. Anyways, Twitch is cool for gaming bettors, or if you ask me, not gambling gaming. It will take effect from October 18, 2022. A statement posted onto Twitter. Twitch said, while we prohibit sharing links or referral codes to all sites that include slots, roulette, or dice games, we've seen some people circumvent those rules and expose our community to potential harm. Yeah, I mean, our children are watching Twitch and stuff, so you don't want them gambling. Stake.com, Rollbit.com, Dualbits.com, and Roobet.com would be banned, and it may exclude others in the future, but it would not ban sports betting, fantasy sports such as fantasy football, or poker, and prominent streamers. At the time of writing, there are more people watching Twitch streamers gambling on virtual slot machines than playing Minecraft, with Twitch Tracker estimating slots are the 10th most popular type of content on the platform. Promoting gambling websites can be particularly lucrative for streamers, with Tyler Trainwrecks, whatever this person, who has 2.1 million followers, claiming one such site gives him more than $1 million each month to gamble with. He has yet to respond to Twitch's announcement. Gambling videos have proven contentious on Twitch since they first appeared, but in recent months, prominent streamers have been vocally critical, with some even threatening to organize a strike. Took action. Devin Nash, who says he left Twitch over its gambling streams, called them horrible for the platform. Gambling is damaging to young Twitch users, bad for legitimate advertisers, and brings down the quality of the whole site, he said in a series of tweets. Matthew Mizkiff, Ronaldo, and Imane Pokimane who have millions of followers between them, were among those discussing ways prominent streamers could temporarily leave the platform for a week, like this Christmas, unless Twitch took action against gambling streams. And after Twitch announced its ban on certain types of gambling, Pokimane was among those celebrating. We did it all, public pressure, tweets raising awareness, it all matters, right here in that tweet. So yeah, I mean, that's what I kind of agree with. Twitch announcing slots and roulette gambling ban, which I'm all for. Our next piece of news we have here, and again, I'll have all these news pieces in the recaps on YouTube side. Again, leave your comments, chat. Let me know what you think on these topics always, and it could be featured right here on the stream, on the chat side, and I'll put up the chat window on the stream. All right, this next piece of news here is from Cointelegraph. We're going into some blockchain tech news. So, blockchain tech driving institutional grade solutions on the Blockchain Euro Expo coming up here. So, let's read this. It's from Gareth Jenkinson, writer for Cointelegraph. Blockchain tech driving institutional grade solutions on the Blockchain Expo Europe. Expo Europe 2022 in Amsterdam highlights meaningful strides in enterprise-grade blockchain solutions driven by mainstream institutions. You can go ahead and listen to this article here. It's 4 minutes right here. Blockchain is no longer a buzzword being thrown around by mainstream institutions as meaningful and full working pilots and programs come to the fore at Blockchain Expo Europe 2022 in Amsterdam. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, a number of mainstream companies from various industries started to explore ways blockchain technology could be used to improve processes and products. After 2 years of social distancing and working from home, the time to harvest the fruits of sown seeds has arrived, as evidenced by some intriguing updates from major corporations utilizing blockchain technology. The world of business, consulting, healthcare, and pharmaceuticals and the energy sector are all delivering working blockchain-powered solutions that have seemingly proved the broad spectrum of utility promised by the burgeoning technology. Cointelegraph was on the ground for the event and managed to touch base with a number of speakers who showcased how their firms were using the technology to drive innovation. EY, the global business consulting firm, has been working hard to build enterprise-grade blockchain capabilities over the past 3 years. Federico De Poli, who heads up the global development of the EY Ops Chain functionality, outlined how the firm had spent over $100 million over the past 3 years building a fully working product solution. Driving enterprise adoption has been key, helping clients navigate a new environment, building privacy tools focused on safety, and helping companies run business processes on the Ethereum blockchain. As DePoli explained, the company's proprietary EY Ops Chain and EY Blockchain Analyzer are two main tools using blockchain technology. Ops Chain Products is our business suite of products. We have Traceability, which is our most used tool, which is being used in production by several clients in different industries. We have a Contract Manager, which is being used in a first trial, which its tool helps us to do digital contracting between parties. EY's Public Finance Manager also allows governments to track the expenditure of funds, proving the widespread usability of blockchain solutions. Healthcare and pharmaceuticals firm also attended the RAI Amsterdam Convention Center. Alex Popa, Associate Director of Blockchain for Pharma Supply Excellence, MSD, outlined a pilot that was aimed at addressing problems with multifaceted healthcare solutions. Plagued by expensive, inefficient, and vulnerable systems, blockchain technology provides practical solutions to these problems. MSD has operated a pilot to combat a vexing industry issue in counterfeit drugs using Hyperledger Fabric, which allowed patients in Hong Kong to verify medicine's authenticity from their source. So Hyperledger Fabric is a blockchain protocol. We can read about it when it comes up in news as well. I've read about it in the past news articles, past streams over the years. Jessica Lee, head of blockchain for Johnson & Johnson's Janssen Commercial North America, also showed a piloted use case for value-based healthcare system to share data privately, securely, and transparently using blockchain technology. Sabine Brink, blockchain lead at Shell, gave a compelling presentation focused on digital innovation in the energy sector. A key takeaway was the growing use of blockchain technology to drive transparency in energy. The firm engaged in several blockchain-powered projects deployed on public blockchains to address a long-standing propensity for the energy sector to work in silos. A key highlight was Shell's work supporting Avilia, a sustainable blockchain-powered aviation fuel chasing aimed at decarbonizing air travel. So this is where on-chain ledgering makes sense. Ledgering fuel tracing. Outlining that 90% of airline emissions are attributable to business travel, Avilia acts as sustainability as a service product for corporate flyers and airlines to book and claim sustainable aviation fuel. Energy is becoming distributed and decentralized, and it's hard to imagine it's being orchestrated in a centralized way. There's no other way to get it done on a global scale, and blockchain has a huge role. Conversations with conference delegates and speakers highlighted the apparent strides made in developing working blockchain solutions across industries. The technology has driven innovation across industries, and mainstream companies are doing their part to drive new cases and solutions for blockchain-based systems. So that's the blockchain tech driving institutional grade solutions featured here at the Blockchain Expo in Europe. All right, next piece of news article we have going on here is from Cointelegraph about JP Morgan. And we'll see what JP Morgan's saying here, right? JP Morgan CEO calls crypto decentralized Ponzi schemes. So this is from Luke, writer for Cointelegraph. Make sure this is up on the Jumbotron. Let's go. Here it is. All right. JP Morgan CEO calls crypto decentralized Ponzi scheme. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon regards crypto as a tale of two cities, with crypto tokens that you call currencies on one side and real innovations on the other. While testifying before United States lawmakers, JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie referred to himself as a major skeptic on crypto tokens that you call currency like Bitcoin, labeling them as decentralized Ponzi schemes. He was asked what keeps him from being more active in the crypto space during an oversight hearing held by the House Financial Services Committee on Wednesday. He emphasized that he sees value in blockchain, decentralized finance, DeFi, ledgers, smart contracts, and tokens that do something, but then proceeded to lambast crypto tokens as identifying as currencies. As for his, I'm just going to keep reading. As for his thoughts about the sometimes I stop and I'll give my take on things, most definitely. But I'm going to keep reading in this part. He said he believes that there's nothing wrong with stablecoins that are properly regulated, and that regulations should be similar to what money market funds are subject to. I agree with that. He has once described Bitcoin as a fraud, and he has reiterated in the past that he has no interest in backing the sector on a personal level. He has softened his stance on crypto on occasion, once highlighting that it can serve important use cases at times, such as cross-border payments. Despite his views on the cryptocurrency space, JP Morgan has been pushing into the blockchain technology space. The financial giant launched its own in-house stablecoin, JPM Coin, in October 2020, the first cryptocurrency backed by a U.S. bank, which is aimed at increasing settlement efficiency. A week after rolling out the coin, the bank launched a new business division dedicated to blockchain technology called Onyx. Since then, the Onyx platform has been utilized by large institutional customers for round-the-clock global payments. JP Morgan also became the first major bank in the metaverse following the opening of its virtual lounge in the blockchain-based world Decentraland in February. The move followed a report that was released by the firm, which referred to the metaverse as a $1 trillion opportunity. JP Morgan has been hiring new staff to push into the blockchain and crypto space, most recently announcing on September 9th that it has hired former Microsoft executive Tareem Campton to be its senior payments executive. Campton is expected to help JP Morgan explore blockchain tech, given his LinkedIn bio shows he has worked on crypto-related payment methods. During the hearing, the lawmakers also asked the other top U.S. bank CEOs whether they had plans to finance crypto mining. Citigroup CEO Jane Fraser, Bank of America CEO Brian, and Wells Fargo CEO Charles all suggested that their banks had no intention of doing so. So this is an article here. JP Morgan CEO calls crypto decentralized Ponzi schemes. But he also has praise for it in the marketplace in certain respects as well. All right, so let's go on to this next news piece, which is from the New York Times in the technology sector. This is from CEO of Kraken. The cryptocurrency exchange steps down. Just have a writer here. I don't know if it will read me. Yes, from David Yafi Belani and Ryan Mack, writers for New York Times. So this is saying CEO of Kraken, the cryptocurrency exchange steps down. Jesse Powell, the chief executive, has battled with employees after posting messages about race and gender and urging those who disagreed with his values to leave. Jesse Powell, the chief executive of the cryptocurrency exchange Kraken in 2014. This is him right there. I got this up on the Jumbotron, right? Yes. Good. All right, Jesse Powell, a founder of the cryptocurrency exchange Kraken, is stepping down as chief executive. Mr. Powell will be replaced by Dave Ripley, the chief operating officer, Kraken said on Wednesday. The transition is set to take place in the next few months. After the company finds a replacement for Mr. Ripley, Mr. Powell will remain at Kraken as chairman. An early Bitcoin entrepreneur, Mr. Powell has been embroiled in conflict with Kraken employees after he posted inflammatory messages this year about race and gender on the company's Slack. He urged those who disagreed with his values to leave the company. Some did. Kraken also faces an investigation by the Treasury Department over potential violations on U.S. sanctions. The department is expected to fine Kraken. The New York Times reported in July. In a blog post, Kraken said that Mr. Ripley, who joined the company after it acquired his startup in 2016, was chosen following a rigorous internal and external search over the past year. Mr. Powell planned to spend more of his time focusing on the company's products, user experience, and broader industry advocacy, the company said. Mr. Powell and Thon Liu founded Kraken in 2011 as one of the first major exchanges for investors to buy and sell digital assets. Kraken was eventually overtaken by Coinbase and now ranks as the second largest exchange in the United States, according to CoinMarketCap, an industry data tracker. Last year, Mr. Powell said he was considering taking the company public. The conflict at Kraken began this spring after Powell questioned employees' use of preferred nouns and engaged in a lengthy discussion about whether women are inherently less intelligent than men. That's a stupid discussion to have. Human beings can be smarter than another human being. It doesn't matter about the gender so much. It matters about your brain strength and your learned knowledge and subjects and how much time, dedication, and sheer hard, cold blood, sweat, and tears and suffering you put into something to learn something, right? All right. Some employees voiced complaints, and Mr. Powell released a company culture document outlining that he described as Kraken's libertarian values. He told employees that if they disagreed with the document, they should quit. In response to reporting by the Times on Kraken's internal conflict, he tweeted in June that he was returning the company back to dictatorship. Oh, jeez. He's making it even worse. Anyways, that's this article here. He's going to close and bringing it down. He's going to close his statement to, he's releasing his company back to dictatorship. All right, so let's go on to the next article here. I've heard a lot of things from Kraken over the time, but some things are just left the space, I guess. Just do business. Do the business. Move on. Let's go. It's when all these emotional debates and things like that get into the workplace. That's when things like that happen. All right. From the next piece of markets news we have is in the CoinDesk in the markets news, and this is basically going into the finance part of crypto and regulation. This is from Markets on CoinDesk from writer James Rubin and Sam Reynolds. The first mover Asia Bitcoin flutters around 19K. The SEC case against crypto promoter Ian Ballina faces one big problem. So I didn't write this. I read of this case if you were watching my last stream the other day. And we're going to update about what's going on here. Ballina is charged with conducting an unregistered securities offering in 2018 over his SPRK ICO token, but proving that the Ethereum network could be subject to U.S. securities law will be difficult. Cryptos largely decline. So at first the SEC was saying, well, all the nodes of Ethereum are 90% in the United States. So we're going to go ahead and say that all these transactions took place in the United States. So I guess all the proof of stake nodes are largely located in the United States for Ethereum blockchain. So here's what happened. The prices of Bitcoin, Ethereum, is this going to give me? Oh, it's going to give me. Let's skip this, skip that. Investors didn't need a crystal ball on Tuesday to know that the U.S. Central Bank will likely announce a 75 basis point interest rate increase in less than a day. They mostly shrugged as the weeks-long telegraphed move neared, sending Bitcoin and most other major cryptos lower. The largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization was recently trading just below 19,000, down more than 3% over the last 24 hours. BTC alternated fluttering above and below 19,000 for much of the U.S. trading day. I want to see where's the article? All right, I'm seeing. Is this just like a headline, or tell me the article? Where is the article? I'm going to try and scroll to the Ian Ballina part of this article. That's what I want to update on. And if it's, crypto promoter Ian Ballina was the subject of criminal complaint by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. SEC filed Monday, charging him with conducting an unregistered securities offering in early 2018 for SPRK token initial offering ICO. The SEC's case against Ballina relies on an extraterritorial claim. Their ETH contributions were validated by a network of nodes on the Ethereum blockchain, which are clustered more densely in the United States than any other country. As a result, those transactions took place in the United States. To be sure, nodes on the Ethereum blockchain, on the Ethereum network, are largely based in the U.S. Much has been written about the concentration of Ethereum and other protocols, nodes within commercial data centers. Research from crypto data provider Masari shows that 52% of Ethereum nodes are based on Amazon Web Services cloud servers, while 42% of Solana's nodes are on Hetzner, a German cloud provider server. Ether node data shows that 43% of these nodes, regardless of what cloud provider they are hosted on, are based in the US, while 11.6 are based in Germany. So that kind of statement changed that they're saying like 90% are, but now it's like, okay, 43%. But that's the network of today. The SEC's complaint is about activity in 2018. Okay, all right, so let's keep reading here. Historical data about node distribution by country isn't as readily available as current data, but the information that's online shows that the Ethereum network of yesterday is more evenly distributed around the world. In a 2018 paper, University of Massachusetts researcher Sunny Katkuri created a script to analyze geographical information about 19,000 public Ethereum nodes. Katkuri's data shows that 33.6% of these nodes were in the United States, 12.6% in China, and 6.2% in Malaysia, and 42.5% in other countries. So let's talk about, such nodes validate transactions were at the time largely based in Europe and China. In 2016. So with that in mind, it's tough to conclude that the Ethereum network in 2018 was clustered more densely in the United States than in any other country, and thus under the control of the U.S. securities law. It's not in dispute that U.S. nationals purchased the ICO tokens, but the network on which the tokens existed wasn't inherently American. The SEC declined to provide comment in their story. So there's things here, about this. The SEC is claiming, well, this falls under jurisdiction. We're going to sue this guy, but then there's maybe statements of conflict that maybe say, these nodes weren't readily distributed. One second. All right, just answering a question here. So that's that for that piece of news. So let's go on to the next one. We've got OpenSea. So this one is going to be very interesting, I find, if you are an NFT creator, NFT project, scaling itself, or launching, on what's to expect, and just in general. This from Judith, writer for Cointelegraph. OpenSea to allow creators to host NFT drops directly through its homepage. The marketplace intends to prioritize storytelling by allowing NFT creators to design customizable drop pages, share images, videos, and more. OpenSea, the digital marketplace for crypto collectibles and non-fungible tokens, NFTs, has launched a new initiative to make it easier for creators to create and distribute NFTs on its marketplace. I'm going to save. Should we open up the blog? I'll open up the blog after, okay? As part of this new immersive initiative, creators will be able to launch their NFT collections on their own customizable and dedicated drop pages, which the company hopes will allow for greater visibility and discoverability on the marketplace's new homepage. Under customizable drop pages, creators will now have the ability to share images and videos, provide team highlights, outline roadmaps, and more, according to the announcement. So it's becoming more of like a social page. You can put your project's social information on there, from my understanding, what that seems like. Drop pages will include information about the drop, the minting schedule, a countdown clock, and of course, an NFT gallery. Will also allow creators to set alerts via email or add to their calendar to remind them when to return to mint. Project drops on OpenSea will also have access to Sea-Drop, a new secure open source smart contract that will facilitate the drop experience, saving creators time and technicalities involved in creating their own custom smart contracts. OpenSea shared. I will look into that because let's keep reading and we'll talk about it. Developing a secure smart contract that can orchestrate multi-stage drops is one of the most important and technically complex elements, and now creators can skip this step entirely by using Sea-Drop. In August, Cointelegraph reported that OpenSea's volume had plummeted with massive declines in this daily and monetary transactions on the platform. We are in a bear market, so we're building. The marketplace went from processing 405.75 million transactions on May 1st to only processing $5 million worth of NFT transactions on August 22nd. All right, let's bring up the blog directly onto the site, onto the news, onto this Jumbotron. Oh, look at Jumbotron actually means, because I keep hearing it, but what does it mean? Someone tell me in the comments. Drops on OpenSea, an immersive and secure minting experience from Mitchell Kogan, writer for OpenSea blog. So it's released on September 19th. Since our founding in 2017, OpenSea has become the best place to explore the vast world of NFTs. As we continue to grow, our vision is to create a home for creators to start their journey and build and engage with their communities. Drops are critical to the overall success of a project. So today we're excited to make this process easier, safer, and more immersive with the new drop experience. This new experience emphasizes storytelling, simplicity, and security. Here's a rundown of what's launching. Creators will be able to launch their collections with dedicated drop pages and creator discoverability on the new OpenSea homepage. And we'll talk about the new OpenSea homepage right after that. Collectors will now be able to mint directly from an OpenSea page. Drops on OpenSea will have access to SeaDrop, a new secure open source contract that powers the drop experience, so that creators don't need to create custom smart contracts. So I will have to look into this more because, again, can the contracts be cross compatible to other marketplaces? Can they be independent? Do we, as collection owners and creators, have access to transfer these contracts to our own wallet ownerships to function the contracts? All those things I'll have to look into, and I'll update as accordingly. But maybe it'll say here too. So let's keep reading. Why did we build this? Launching a new project using today's offerings is challenging. Creators require technical and creative expertise to make their vision come to life, and collectors need to trust that they are minting from a safe place. We believe that we can solve these problems for both creators and collectors by creating a secure platform to mint directly from OpenSea. With our new drops experience, we are providing creators with the financial foundation to mint their projects without compromising creativity. Also, collectors can come to one trusted destination for both minting and future sales and purchases. The new drop experience on OpenSea. Let's dive deeper into what's launching today as part of this new drops experience. Dedicated drops page. Drops on OpenSea will have customizable drop pages that provide space for images, videos, and more space for storytelling. We want to give creators another place to highlight their team, outline their roadmap, and more. Drop pages will include information about the drop, the minting schedule, a countdown clock, and of course, an NFT gallery. We'll also allow collectors to set alerts via email to add their calendar to remind them when to return to mint. We're also making it easier to discover new drops on the OpenSea homepage with more places to showcase their collection. So here's some examples here. The mint, the team, the facts, and these screenshots. SeaDrop, a key element of drops on OpenSea is access to SeaDrop, a new open source smart contract that powers our new drop experience. Developing a secure smart contract that can orchestrate multi-stage drops is one of the most important technically complex elements, and now creators can skip that step entirely by using SeaDrop. Minting. Once collections are live, the drops page offers collectors the ability to mint directly by connecting with a collector's wallet provider to submit the transaction directly without having to leave the landing page or worrying about having to go to an unknown third-party site. Allow list. Drops on OpenSea can support allow lists and store this information in a decentralized way. So basically whitelisting who can mint and who can't. What's next? We're excited to launch our first drop with OMG Kirby and Channel Tress on September 22nd. Following that, we will have an exciting calendar of Web3 drops coming up, and we'll be featuring top talent, including projects from Warner Music Group, Anthony Hopkins, and more. We cannot wait for more creators to use this experience, and we'll be launching more updates as we add new drops and continue to improve as we gather feedback from our community of creators, collectors, and developers. We've also built this new experience with multi-chain expansion in mind, and we're eager to expand to new mint types, incorporate more analytics, improve storytelling elements, and add more allow list features. As always, we'd love to hear from you and gather feedback from our community of creators and collectors. We encourage you to join the conversation on Discord and let us know what you think. All right, let's check into this one last aspect of this article here on OpenSea homepage. So they have a new OpenSea homepage, and we'll leave it at this. This is an older article from September 14th. The homepage on OpenSea is often the first place people visit the vast world of NFTs, so we'll know what's new with the new look. The first thing you can notice is the revamped top carousel. The top carousel can either spotlight a single big event, or a rotating set of new and trending collections. Our goal is to make it easier for everyone to find something new and discover emerging projects and creators across the world of NFTs. So it's got the top and trending tabs right here. Okay. And you can see a spotlight section, obviously here for new and notable, music, gaming. On what's next, you can expect the new continual improvements and additions to the redesigned homepage, including surfacing more interesting and topical finds from throughout the NFT ecosystem via tastemakers and curators, diving deeper into rapidly growth NFT verticals like gaming and music, providing additional and fresher stats to collectors to help them find their next favorite artists and collections. I'm going to leave it at this. Let's go right into the next article. So if you have comments on this, you want to chat about this, yeah, jump in. Leave your comments on here. Let's keep going. All right, we got some NFT tech news going on here. So this is from Ford and Jack Daniels are the latest companies to adopt NFT technology. This is from writer Jordan Finney-Seth for Kitco. So Ford and Jack Daniels are the latest companies to adopt NFT technology. With so much market volatility, stay on top of the daily. Non-fungible tokens NFT remain one of the most promising applications of blockchain technology as global recognized brands and multinational companies increasingly signal their interest in utilizing NFTs in some fashion. American car manufacturer Ford Motor Company recently made headlines when it filed 19 trademark applications across its major car brands: Mustang, Bronco, Lincoln, Explorer, and F-150 Lightning, among others. Ford is making a big move into the metaverse. The company has filed 19 trademark applications for all of its major brands, plans for virtual trucks, vans, and cars and clothing. Online stores for NFTs. The trademark applications, which were filed in the United States Patent and Trade Office USPTO on September 2nd, detailed Ford's plans to create downloadable artwork, text, audio, and video featuring virtual cars. This article is loading slow. If it keeps loading slow, we're gonna go on. Here we go. Oh, I was trying to put up this tweet in there. All right. So, yeah, audio featuring virtual cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, which will be authenticated by NFTs. Ford's application contained plans to release downloadable virtual goods, including computer programs that feature vehicle parts and accessories, or clothing that can be used in online virtual worlds, such as online trade shows conducted in virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality. So the car manufacturer also has plans to create a marketplace to promote the digital artwork of others through a dedicated website, along with online retail store services featuring non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and digital collectibles. Whiskey in the metaverse. The well-known whiskey brand Jack Daniels has also signaled that it wants in on the NFT action with 3 trademark applications filed on September 13th. The filings suggest that the company intends to sell NFT authenticated media, virtual beverages, barware, clothing, digital wallets, and collectibles in the metaverse. Virtual whiskey. that's they got a patent in there. Virtual whiskey. The application submitted by Jack Daniels states that is looking to offer downloadable computer software for providing information in the field of beverages and apparel, NFTs for a brand refresh along with cars and whiskey. Several companies are also looking to harness NFT technology to help initiate a fresh rebrand. So we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They are still working on things. Viacom and Nickelodeon brand Slime. Yeah. Which we already know. Nickelodeon is into NFTs, have released NFTs. Paramount Pictures, Mean Girl, applications for its Mean Girls franchise to introduce NFT-backed media, crypto collectibles, and crypto collectible transfer software. It is now a weekly occurrence to see globally recognized brands signaling that they intend to utilize NFTs in some manner, and the trend shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon as blockchain technology marches toward mainstream adoption. So that's that. That's the next article here. So we've got from Cointelegraph more in the tech side and metaverse side for gaming here. Just from Ezra, writer for Cointelegraph, metaverse firms implement NFTs into its Minecraft and GTA 5 servers. We want to show Mojang that it could be done in a way that benefited them and benefited their player base, said My Metaverse CEO Simon Kurtanegoro. Despite Minecraft creator Mojang Studios being against integration of non-fungible tokens, NFTs, a metaverse-focused firm Despite Minecraft creator Mojang Studios being against the integration of non-fungible tokens NFT, a metaverse firm managed to introduce NFTs into several games, including its own Minecraft server. In an interview with Cointelegraph, Oscar Franklin Tan, the chief financial officer of blockchain gaming firm Engine, and My Metaverse CEO Simon Kurtanagoro, shared how they were able to connect the dots and implement NFTs into Minecraft without violating its terms and conditions. According to Kurtanagoro, Minecraft's rules on NFTs have been about protecting players from negative experiences, and many servers have violated these rules. However, an executive highlight that within their own servers, they are able to introduce NFTs without violating the game's guidelines. They do this by not having any play-to-win NFTs and making their best NFTs free to earn. He explained that we want to show Mojang that it could be done in a way that benefited them and benefited their player base and benefited the gaming industry as a whole. It's obviously not it's obviously not, what does that mean? It's not the fastest way to get people jumping in your server, but we knew that was the right way to do it. Tan also weighed in on the topic and noted that Engine supports My Metaverse's attempt to get into a conversation with Mojang Studios, as the firm's NFT integrated Minecraft server has been around for 4 years, even before Minecraft placed its ban on NFTs. The executive also pointed out, EngineCraft has been around for years. That's why when people are saying we're like the newest, we're the first, we're the blah blah this in the past year, I don't. No, it's not. EngineCraft is the OG, if you ask me, with Engine and their servers like that, and also here with My Metaverse's attempt. The executive also pointed out that even China, a country that's against cryptocurrencies, has expressed its interest in supporting NFTs. If it works for the Chinese government, then why not Minecraft, he mentioned. Apart from Minecraft, the NFT created by My Metaverse also has an interoperability aspect and can be used in other games like Firm's Grand Theft Auto 5 GTA V server and its own massively multiplayer online MMO game, Infinity Realm. Kurtanagoro explained that these different games read the user's wallet, see that they own the NFT, and provide them different benefits in the games. In Minecraft, this NFT is a sword. In GTA, the NFT is a car. And in Infinity Realms, the NFT is a house. In addition to this, Tan also expressed his firm belief that having NFTs that work in various games is an important cornerstone for the development of the metaverse. He said that interoperability forms a greater community. It forms the foundation of what we now call the metaverse, something we've been trying to build since 2018. As the NFTs run on an Infinity Polkadot parachain developed by Engine, Kurtanagoro also highlighted that their NFTs will have a good effect on Polkadot's broader ecosystem. The ecosystem could only grow through adopters innovating, and that's what we're doing, really. One moment. All right. Answering the family questions about breakfast. Let's see what we got next here. Let's keep going. Got a few more articles here before I close out the stream for the day. So it's also from CoinDesk, from Margox Kirk. Margot, writer for CoinDesk. Nasdaq joins BlackRock as TradeFi defies the bear market and embraces crypto. The down market has stopped traditional finances push it into crypto as large players continue to pile into the industry, following Warren Buffett's famous rule: be greedy only when others are fearful. So, major Wall Street firms are getting into the crypto market. Legendary investor Warren Buffett may still hate cryptocurrencies, but other stalwarts of traditional finance TradeFi are following his maxim to be fearful when others are greedy and to be greedy when others are fearful, piling into digital assets following his year's route. The crypto winter, which has driven Bitcoin BTC down more than 70% since its November peak, has been a painful reminder of how volatile the industry can be. TradeFi's commitments to crypto amid the decline, however, makes this winter stand out from prior ones. Most recently, NASDAQ NDAQ, the second biggest U.S. stock market operator, announced this week that it will start a crypto custody service, finance jargon for holding onto investors' assets, keeping them safe, as it aims to cash in on burgeoning demand for crypto among institutional investors. The move came after BlackRock BLK, the world's largest asset manager, said last month that it will offer cryptocurrencies to its institutional clients and depository trust in Clearing Corp, which processes essentially all U.S. stock trades, released its own blockchain as it looks to speed up the settlement of trades. These are just some of the big TradeFi players entering the sector this year, but what they all have in common is that they are citing strong demand from institutions, with smaller investors still licking their wounds from this year's price plunge. The narrative has shifted largely to how TradeFi can profit from this new industry, embracing a field that many say is the future of finance. To cash in on the sideline, cash on the sideline. TradeFi is probably far from done getting into crypto, and with NASDAQ and other large TradeFi players entering the crypto industry during a bear market, it seems obvious the sector is anything but dead. We think that there's a lot of investors on the sidelines. Jamil Nazarali, CEO of the new crypto exchange EDX Markets, said in a CoinDesk TV interview this week. Nazarali himself just made the leap from TradeFi. He previously held a senior role at Citadel Securities, one of the biggest U.S. stock traders, and EDX as part of the TradeFi comes to crypto trend, given that its backers include Citadel Securities and other big firms like Charles Schwab and Fidelity Investments. Large investors seeking to get into crypto are likely to want to do so through their existing partners instead of through a new broker or other trading service providers. Zarali said many TradeFi banks are extending their reach into crypto-linked products to offer their institutional clients options to diversify into the industry. On Wednesday, French lender Societe Generale, which has been actively expanding its digital assets offering, said it's offering new services for asset management companies looking to invest in the industry. NASDAQ's move this week is going to bring more institutional players in, and we welcome it, Nazar Ali said. Overall, he believes that having TradeFi slowly dipping its toes into crypto is a good start and will eventually lead to more widespread crypto adoption and regulatory clarity. One of the main hurdles preventing mass adoption among the TradeFi crowd is uncertainty around regulations. Many crypto services are already waiting on regulators for any indications of what legislation to adhere to, but the process is moving slowly. In the United States, there are questions about which regulator will oversee which crypto assets and how stringently. You see entrepreneurs in the space that have been here for several years waiting for regulatory clarity and are struggling, said Bruno Ramos de Sousa, head of global expansion at Hashdex, a crypto asset management platform. Gary Gensler, chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission, which shares responsibility for crypto oversight in the U.S., has argued the crypto industry doesn't need any more specific guidance. This leaves traditional investors confused as regulators try to catch up with how to properly govern the industry, a situation that could undermine the U.S. role as a global financial powerhouse. If it doesn't provide more clarity, and crypto becomes an even more important market. So they got the Apple example. Another question: will TradeFi take over crypto, making it look more like old school finance, or will it go the direction? With crypto fundamentally reshaping how finance works, with conventional finance players coming into digital assets and regulators bringing a more conservative way of governing markets, there is a chance crypto will be absorbed by Wall Street types and resemble the finance status quo. Crypto firms are moving into TradeFi's turf too. The U.S. division of exchange giant FTX, for instance, has introduced stock trading this year. Big crypto exchanges have enough money to buy stock exchanges, Ramos de Sousa argued, and let's talk of tokenizing all manner of traditional assets, essentially bringing a crypto ethos to the broader financial system. Buffett provides a lesson here too. For years, he famously avoided tech stocks, arguing understanding them was outside of his grasp, and then several years ago, he drove to Apple, AAPL, one of the techiest of stocks, recognizing that the strength of its brand among consumers was similar to the dominant position of other companies he had. His switch was gigantic. Apple is now one of the largest investments of Berkshire Hathaway, a conglomerate Buffett founded. Buffett's move into an industry he was once hesitant hesitant about could point the way for TradeFi in crypto. It's probably the best business I know of in the world, Buffett once said on CNBC about Apple. I should have appreciated it earlier. So here we go. NASDAQ joins BlackRock as TradeFi defies the bear market and embraces crypto. Let's keep going on the news here. We have a few more articles to read from here. I found interesting. I got some more for tomorrow to continue on with. And we'll see what new news comes in as well. Again, all these articles are in the recaps on the YouTube side. And also leave your comments and what you'd like to see, or give your input on any of these topics, or what news you find interesting, and it can be featured right here up on the stream. So this is from Cointelegraph from Derek Anderson, writer. Iran to begin crypto real CBDC trial despite possible lack of infrastructure. There's a report. The crypto real has been in preparation for years. This introduction comes on the heels of the country's introduction of cryptocurrency for foreign trade. There's an article here, audio you can listen to. The Central Bank of Iran will make a pilot launch of central bank digital currency CBDC on Thursday. The Iranian Chamber of Commerce has announced the so-called crypto real has been in the planning stage for several years. The launch of the crypto real was originally planned for November, according to the chamber, which said the CBDC was intended to help improve financial inclusion and function as a powerful tool for the CBI to compete with other stablecoins globally. They added that experts within the country had concerns about businesses' preparedness to use a CBDC, the public's understanding of digital wallets, and the effect the introduction would have on banks. Iran began pilot. So they got a tweet here from Tehran Bazaar. So Tehran's a big district in these sort of innovations. Iran begins pilot launch of crypto real tomorrow. Central Bank of Iran (CBI) said on Wednesday that it will begin the pilot launch of crypto real as the bank's digital currency as of Thursday. So that's today. Let's go. The crypto real has been seen as means of counteracting the corruption that is pervasive in Iran. Development of the crypto real began in 2018, and the central bank has been promising to trial the CBDC all year. Al Jazeera reports that the CBDC will operate on the Borna platform developed using the Hyperledger Fabric and IBM open source distributed ledger technology platform. So Hyperledger Sawtooth is a blockchain protocol sourced through and performed through IBM. And that is going to be a growing standard. The news agency adds that banks will trade paper reals for an electronic one. Since the platform is permissioned, the central bank will select banks to participate. Borna was adopted in 2019 to help modernize the outdated Iranian banking system. According to an Al Jazeera source, the Borna platform will allow for the provision of fee-based financial services, although that will not be part of the current trial. And related, the Iranian government to cut power supply to the country's legal crypto mining rigs. The use of cryptocurrency for payments inside Iran is prohibited, but in August, Iranians began to use crypto to pay for imports, leading to concerns among Iranian businesses about the lack of cryptocurrency regulation. The Iranian Blockchain Association has made similar appeals in the past. All right, so that's that on Iran to begin crypto real CBDC trial despite a possible lack of infrastructure report, and we'll keep an update on that news source and what's going on with that, because obviously that's launching today. So we'll see what's said more about that moving forward. Let's keep going into the news. This next piece is from Yahoo News. This is 23-year-old self-described crypto king reportedly has his Lamborghini, BMWs, and McLaren seized after investors sued him, claiming he stole $35 million. This is from writer Brittany for Yahoo Finance. Aiden Pletursky, who called himself Crypto King. How many people are there probably calling themselves Crypto King or something? Oh, Lord. Take a sip of water. Pletursky was reportedly given $35 million by 140 investors. Wow. That's a lot between just 140. Good job. But not a good job if you're not delivering or just scamming people. Let's read this. Now he's being sued by former investors in a bankruptcy proceeding and 2 civil lawsuits. The 23-year-old Canadian who calls himself the Crypto King reportedly had $2 million worth of assets seized as he's being sued over allegations he defrauded investors. The seized assets of the man Aiden include his Lamborghini, 2 McLarens, and 2 BMWs. Oh, that's what happens when you buy all that shit. Buying stuff you don't need. Investors told the publication that at least $35 million given to his company, AP Private Equity Limited, went missing. 29 creditors have a bankruptcy proceeding against Platursky and say he owes them almost $13 million, including one 65-year-old woman who told CBC Toronto she invested $60,000 that she was keeping for her grandchildren's education. Norman Group, founder of Investigation Counsel PC, told CBC Toronto that the bankruptcy proceeding against Platursky, who started investing in cryptocurrency as a teenager, was one of the ways investors could try to get their money back. Platursky has since had his assets and bank accounts frozen, according to the report. Platursky reported that Platursky reportedly was renting a lakefront mansion in Burlington, Ontario, that he spent $45,000 a month for, and previously paid for promotional articles about himself on websites like Forbes publication in Monaco and far-right publication Daily Caller. A lawyer for Platursky told CBC Toronto that Platursky thinks the claims against him by former investors are wildly exaggerated. Shockingly, it seems that nobody bothered to consider what would happen if the cryptocurrency market plummeted, or whether Aiden, as a very young man, was qualified to handle these types of investments. Platursky's lawyer, Michael Simon, told CBC Toronto. He added that Platursky is cooperating with the bankruptcy process and is hopeful that it will work out in the most equitable fashion for everyone involved. Insider reached out to Platursky's lawyer for additional comment, but did not hear back. In a meeting with creditors, Platursky reportedly told them he was very unorganized and didn't keep records of his investments. His trustee told creditors that Platursky said he lost the money he had received between late 2021 and early 2022 in a series of margin calls and bad trades. CBC Toronto reported right now Platursky doesn't have a criminal charge against him, Gizmodo reports, but it is facing the bankruptcy proceeding and 2 civil lawsuits. So you can read the original article of this on Business Insider here. This is from Yahoo Finance. Let's keep going. We got 3 more articles. I'm going to close out the stream for the day. We will be leaving these streams 30 minutes to 45 minutes, right? Boeing to outsource finance and accounting jobs to India. So this is in the finance sector. We're going to shift over to finance outside of blockchain, crypto, technology, news, and NFT news, into some finance to close out the stream for the day. This is by Como News staff. So Boeing confirmed it will begin outsourcing more corporate jobs in finance and accounting to India. About 150 positions nationwide will be outsourced to a company overseas as part of the first batch of layoffs. The Seattle Times reported more layoffs will come next year and beyond. For the first set of notices outgoing in October, the announcement was made to non-union corporate staff during an all-hands virtual meeting earlier this month. Como News received the following statement via email from Boeing. For the last several years, we've been simplifying our corporate structure to reduce complexity and focus more resources in engineering, manufacturing, and product development. Several of our corporate functions, including information technology and finance, have implemented changes to streamline their operations, resulting in lower staffing levels within some corporate functions. At the same time, we have significantly increased hiring in engineering and manufacturing. As market demand increases, we drive stability in production and invest in engineering and innovation. Overall, we have expanded the Boeing workforce by about $10,000. Yeah, $10,000 budget they expanded now. About 10,000 employees this year. As part of this effort, the finance team is planning for lower staffing levels as it simplifies processes, improves efficiency, and shares select work with an outsider partner. We expect fewer than 150 reductions this year within finance across our U.S. cities, and will assess future impacts as the process continues in the coming years. All right, so that's some finance news about Boeing outsourcing. So expect some layoffs from Boeing and some more outsourcing over to new jobs into India. On to the news here in Financial Times. This is more finance news. Japan intervenes to prop up yen for first time since 1998. Leverage our market expertise. It's not going to let me do this. It's not going to let me read this. All right. Well, if you want to read about that, we're going to skip that article. Let me see if I can do. Sometimes we can find these articles. Oh, great. Google. Reuters. Here we go. Japan intervenes to prop up the yen. Let me make sure I get this article. So it's on the recap and article sources. I have one more article after we read this when we're going to close out the stream for the day. That's related to finance. Again, this is from Reuters. 6-minute read here. I have reached the article. Let's go back. All right, Reuters. We don't want to source through you anymore. We're going to go through CNN now. There's always a source. And so we're going to jump it in over on CNN. And I'll grab this article and we'll work from this one instead. Again, Markets Now, finance news by Junko Ogura and Emi Dozuka and Kathleen Benoza, writers for Markets Now, CNN Business. Japan intervenes to prop up the yen for the first time in 4 years. Tokyo, CNN Business. Japan tried to shore up the value of its currency Thursday for the first time in 24 years by buying yen to prevent it weakening further against the US dollar. So as you saw, we've been watching the yen, dropping during this past week, or past time. The government is concerned about these excessive fluctuations, has just taken decisive action. Japan's Vice Finance Minister for International Affairs Masato Kanda told reporters on Thursday after the rare move. When asked by a reporter if the decisive action meant market intervention, Kanda responded in the affirmation. Thursday's decision marks the first time since 1998 that the Japanese government intervened in the foreign exchange market by buying yen. Earlier Thursday, the Bank of Japan announced that it would maintain its ultra-loose monetary policy, signaling its resolve to remain an outlier among G7 nations scrambling to raise interest rates to tame inflation. So that's a little piece of news there in finance about the yen. All right, so last article of the day, we got CoinDesk here. So this isn't finance, but it's about crypto's role in illicit finance. Okay, we're going to close out the stream with this. U.S. Treasury wants public to comment on crypto's role in illicit finance. This is from Nicholesh Day, writer for CoinDesk. The U.S. Treasury Department listed a number of questions asking the general public to weigh in on how it's approaching cryptocurrencies and their possible role in illegal activities. The U.S. Treasury Department wants the public, including the crypto community, to weigh in on how digital assets might be used in illegal activities and how the department should respond to this issue. The Treasury Department published a request for comment Monday, listing over 20 questions and asking the general public to explain whether it has comprehensively defined the illicit financing risks tied to crypto, and noting that various federal officials, including the Treasury Secretary, Attorney General, Homeland Security Secretary, Director of National Intelligence and Security, Intelligence and Secretary of State, would create a coordinated action plan to address the possible national security risks posed by digital assets. The growing use of digital assets in financial activity heightens risk of crimes such as money laundering, terrorist and proliferation financing, fraud, and theft schemes and corruption, the notice said. These illicit activities highlight the need for ongoing scrutiny of the use of digital assets, the extent of which technological innovation may impact such activities, and exploration of opportunities to mitigate these risks through regulation, supervision, public-private engagement, oversight, and law enforcement. The notice is tied to U.S. President Joe Biden's executive order on crypto, it said, and references 6 principal policy objectives, which include consumer protection, financial stability, mitigating illicit finance, promoting U.S. leadership in the global financial system, supporting affordable financial services, and boosting responsible development of digital assets. The question ranged from asking about how crypto might be used in illicit finance and what risks they pose to the role of anti-money laundering and countering the financing of terrorism rules. Other questions asked if there are any existing regulatory obligations that are no longer fit for purpose as it relates to digital assets. Yet another question in a section on private sector engagement asks, how can the U.S. Department of Treasury, in concert with other government agencies, improve guidance and public-private communication on anti-money laundering / combating the financing of terrorism and sanctions obligations with regard to digital assets. In a statement, Under Secretary for Terrorism and Financial Intelligence Brian Nelson said that without appropriate controls and enforcement of existing laws, digital assets can pose a significant risk to national security by facilitating illicit finance, such as money laundering, cybercrime, and terrorist actions. As we work to implement the illicit financing action plan, hold bad actors accountable and identify potential gaps in existing enforcement. We look forward to receiving the public's input on this urgent work, he said. On the outgoing work, the federal government has produced a number of reports already tied to the executive order, which was signed by Biden in March 2022. On Friday, the Treasury Department, Justice Department, White House Office of Science and Technology Policy, and Commerce Departments all published a number of reports addressing various aspects of the cryptocurrency ecosystem in the United States. The U.S. Science Office and Treasury Department both looked at the question of central bank currencies and the factors of the U.S. the factors the U.S. should consider if it chooses to issue one. It's unclear whether the U.S. will actually issue a digital dollar or what it may take to produce one. The government, Department of Justice. The Department of Justice is looking at the question of what legal authorities the Federal Reserve might need to issue a central bank digital currency, though it has not submitted this analysis to the president yet. A senior administration office official speaking at a press call ahead of last week's publications told reporters that we're not going to get ahead of ourselves while the Fed studies the issue. We believe it's more important work with Congress on this like we have been, the official said. So you can read more about his executive plans. Other reports looked at broader questions of consumer protections and the role of crypto at large. The Justice Department, however, announced it would launch a new network of prosecutors who would specialize in addressing crypto-related crimes. So this is U.S. Treasury wants public to comment on crypto's role in illicit finance. And that's all I've got for today. Again, I'll have all these article sources on the recap on the YouTube side. So yeah, definitely always check in. This is Blockchain Tech and Finance News every day at 7:30 a.m. EDT and Saturday 11:30 a.m. EDT. It starts typically at 7 a.m. Between 7 and 7:30 a.m. where I get the stream going. I allow for a chat, I allow for talk, I allow for us to network and share this stream out in groups, Discord groups, Twitter groups. It's also on Twitch and YouTube, so you can share it out, like it, subscribe there, as well as you can check out my NFT art, KinsArt, on OpenSea and Foundation. Follow me on TikTok, KinToshi follow me on Instagram, KinToshi and follow on Twitch, KinToshi for extra social content. I pray you have a great and safe day wherever in the world you are. Cheers, ciao, peace be with you. Onamashigas. See y'all tomorrow, bright and early.